In recent years, the automotive industry has witnessed a surge in the popularity of electric vehicles, and motorcycles are no exception to this electrifying trend. As one of the most iconic motorcycle manufacturers in the world, Harley-Davidson has boldly embraced the electric revolution with its groundbreaking Livewire models. In 2019, Harley-Davidson launched its first electric bike, the Livewire. A few years later, in 2021, Livewire released their second electric bike, or rather, a rebranded model of the first one called the Livewire One, subsequently creating a separate brand for the electric motorcycle model named Livewire. In this video, we will dive into what makes the two models different and how they remain the same in many ways. Stay tuned. 1. Power. First, let's look at the power of both Livewires, arguably the first factor any bike lover will consider when they want to get a bike. A project of 6 years of research, Livewire comes with a power load. Livewire is rated for a maximum city range of 140 miles, 225 kilometers, and 70 miles on the highway at 70 miles per hour, largely because it wasn't created for highway rides. The Livewire One, on the other hand, comes with a maximum city range of 146 miles, 225 kilometers, on a single charge, which is a slight improvement over its predecessor. Like the original Livewire, the One bike has a 6-axis IMU, inertial measurement unit, to help with traction control and anti-lock braking. So we can say the Livewire One slightly edges its predecessor when it comes to this one. 2. Performance. Next is their performance on the road. Regarding performance, the Livewire possesses a top speed of approximately 110 miles per hour, 177 kilometers per hour on a single charge. It also provides instant torque to launch the bike from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. The engine makes 105 horsepower and 86 pound-feet of torque. In contrast, Livewire One put out 84 pound-feet of torque at its peak, compared to the 86 pound-feet of torque of the original Livewire. Also, compared to Livewire, the Livewire One doesn't come with the famous bar and shield badge. For one, Showa takes care of the suspension of the Harley-Davidson Livewire and Livewire One. Although the bikes are all American, the suspension is courtesy of Showa. The suspension comes in the form of an SFFBP, separate function fork, big piston, up front, and a balance-free shock at the rear. Full adjustability is available, although, on factory settings, the whole setup was perfectly good. The suspension soaks up small to medium bumps well, and isn't especially crashy when confronted with a big pothole. The saddle is well padded but narrow, giving the bike impeccable on-road performance. Their brakes. Both EV motorcycles use big Brembo brakes with 300mm twin front rotors and stainless steel brake lines, which makes braking perfectly competent. So you know when you go with either model, you are sure you are moving with some of the best brakes available. Tech and gadget. As you would expect from such a high-tech machine, Livewire and Livewire One are dripping with tech and connectivity gadgets. First, Livewires comes with a lovely-looking TFT dash, from which you can enter all the setting menus and change the riding modes. It's an Aladdin's cave for motorcycle geeks. The bike includes the following: *7 selectable modes that tweak the power output, *throttle map, *traction control, *motor regenerative level, *ABS intervention level. Now if that is not some high-level invention, I wonder what is. Livewire comes with 4 pre-programmed modes: range, sport, rain, and road, along with 3 ride modes the rider can customize. This is probably the perfect model for many who want to own our bikes. The range mode is like Eco on other bikes and feels perfectly suitable for inner-city work, and still delivers enough punch to smoke Uber drivers away from the lights. In contrast, with its increased engine braking and instant throttle response, Sport feels ideal on fast and flowing country roads. The rain mode's gentle throttle and power settings came in handy after a brief downpour. Talk about a ride. Also, it is compatible with iOS and Android smartphones via Bluetooth or USB. It has the expected phone, tuner, media, navigation interfaces, and voice recognition functions. Additionally, the display is a touchscreen that works with gloves on. The fact that there's no clutch or gears to worry about makes the Livewires more suited than a large scooter. When you ignite the bike, it produces a heartbeat-like pulse, produced by the electric motor, through the handlebars and base of the seat, which tells you when the bike is on. And this is beside the TFT screen turning green. The pulsation ends when the bike starts and resumes when it stops. These features are not that different from the Livewire 1 model. From what we can see, the Livewire sure had a lot of impressive features, so there was no need to take many of them out. I mean, why fix it when it is not broken right? Well, other features remain in the current model, like the low sound. They both have a very distinct sound that can be heard at all speeds. A combination of low-grade mechanical noise from the bevel drive gears and a sort of sonic howl that rises in pitch with speed. Another thing is that the Livewire bikes are no cruisers. They are naked motorcycles. It best resembles a Ducati Monster. The bars are forward, more than a standard, but not like a sports motorcycle with clip-ons. And the pegs are in a standard position. The lights are all LED and bright. The headlights are very futuristic, with 3 main LEDs that use lenses to spread them in the right direction for seeing. With these lights, you sure cannot miss your way at night. Turn signals are bright and self-canceling, which works instantly and intelligently, a huge help for some of us that can be a little forgetful. Turn signal buttons are on each side of the handlebars, meaning that to turn right, you must hit the button on the right side of the bars and vice versa. When it comes to the motor, Harley-Davidson took a notch higher. The Livewires roll on 17-inch cast aluminum wheels mounted with Michelin sport tires. The Livewire's liquid-cooled internal permanent magnet motor was designed in-house and is called the Harley-Davidson Revelation. Like other HB bikes, the motor is the focal point of the bike. It's mounted transversely underneath the bottom of the bike and uses a 90-degree spiral-cut bevel gear reduction to get power to the belt drive to the rear wheel with no mileage limit. It also has air cooling fins that cool it externally. The 215-pound battery is called the RESS, Renewable Energy Storage System, and has a battery capacity of 15.4 kilowatt-hour. The Livewire's aluminum frame is intended as the starting material for other bikes, so it is not fully welded. Instead, much of it is bolted together to allow other modular pieces to be bolted on to change the bike. Its massive battery takes up almost the entire middle of the frame, with the motor mounted transversely below and the 1.5 kilowatt AC charger hidden under what would normally be the gas tank. With the electric motor being a new invention, the major concern for riders is how long the batteries last. Livewires answers this question with its 3 levels of charging. With a level 3 charger, you can recharge a fully empty battery in 1 hour or up to 80% in 40 minutes. So whether you are zipping through the mountains or cruising the coastline, you can make a quick charging pit stop, then hop back on and keep going. A level 2 charger only charges at level 1 rates, so it can take 8 to 10 hours, the same as if you use the provided household cable and plug it in at home for an overnight charge. But this is not even the most fascinating reason you need a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. The last feature would probably tell you why so still around. From a weight standpoint, the Livewires are different. Livewire is surprisingly heavy, though not by the usual Harley standards. The bike weighs 547 pounds. One bad thing about the weight is that the bike feels somewhat top-heavy when moving around at low speeds. So it is better to get it up to regular road speed so that sensation goes away. But that is something you want to be cautious of in parking lots. However, it is still better compared to Livewire one's 562 pounds. Another factor for comparison is the price. This is probably one of the important factors that led to the spin-off of the second Livewire motorcycle. When the original Livewire was launched in 2019, it came at roughly $30,000. It was popular for its performance and styling, but suffered from its outrageous price. So the release of the second Livewire. The new model was reduced to over $21,000, making it budget-friendly. Another similar feature of the two Livewires is the belt and wheel alignment. Harley has extensive experience with belt drives and has a robust and simple solution. The rear wheel on most motorcycles can be slid back and forth in the swing arm to adjust belt or chain tension. But this requires a tedious wheel alignment almost every time. Harley instead uses a fixed rear wheel position and a beefy belt runner or tensioner, which is adjusted on an eccentric pivot to keep the belt tension correct. Simple and effective. Well, this last fact is probably one of the best features of electric motorcycles. To meet the need for a 12-volt accessory capability to recharge mobile phones and other gadgets by modern motorcyclists, the Livewires come equipped with a USB outlet for this purpose, but it is very low-powered. Perhaps this is because a 12-volt, 2-add lithium battery powers it. And that is a wrap on comparing the two Livewire motorcycles produced by Harley-Davidson. Do you think these bikes are mostly the same or just share a few similarities? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this content interesting, kindly like and subscribe to the channel for more. See you in the next one.